Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start our next topic, which is compound. What is compound? A compound is a substance which is made up of two or more elements chemically combined in a fixed proportion by mass. It means it is a substance by which two different elements or more than two elements combined by mass. For example, water. Water formula is H2O. Water is a compound and it is made by two different elements, which is hydrogen and oxygen. When hydrogen and oxygen combine together in a fixed proportion, so its mass is 1:8. How its mass is 1:8? We are taking here atomic mass. Atomic mass of hydrogen element is 1 U. U is unit. Unit is mass. Oxygen atomic mass is 16 U. So here the formula of water is H2O. It means hydrogen having two molecules and oxygen only one. So when 1 is multiplied by two molecules of hydrogen and oxygen mass is what? 16. So we'll get 2:16. So after cancelling, we'll get 1:8. It means its fixed proportion is 1:8. Similarly, we'll take different example. We'll take carbon dioxide. So carbon atomic mass is 12, oxygen atomic mass is 16. When oxygen combined with two molecules, it means 16 multiplied by 2 will get 32. So 12:32. After cancelling, we'll get 3:8. So fixed proportion of carbon dioxide is 3:8. Like this way, many more examples of compounds are ammonia, chalk, calcium carbonate, CaCO3, limestone, slag lime, copper sulfate, iron sulfide, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. Now we'll see the property of a compound of iron and sulfur. In this, first property is compound cannot be separated into its components by physical methods. For example, if we take magnet and that magnet will put in iron sulfide compound, then the iron does not get separated from sulfur. Even carbon disulfide solvent cannot separate the sulfur from the iron sulfide. This means iron sulfide compound cannot be separated into its constituent by physical method. Second property is the compounds are entirely different from those of its constituent element. For example, when dilute sulfuric acid is added to iron sulfide compound, we get a colorless and foul smell gas which is called hydrogen sulfide. Now here no hydrogen gas is formed in this case. This means iron sulfide does not show the property of iron present in it. Even the sulfur present in iron sulfide compound cannot be dissolved by carbon disulfide. This means when the iron sulfide compound does not show the property of sulfur, we conclude that the iron sulfide compound does not show the individual property of its constituent. Here constituents are iron and sulfur. Now third property is the energy is usually either given out or absorbed during the preparation of compound, and the formation of compound here is called a chemical change. Fourth one, the composition of compound is fixed. The constituents are present in a fixed proportion by mass. We have already seen in the example of compound. Fifth one, compound has a fixed melting and boiling point. Like iron sulfide compound melts at a definite temperature. Sixth one, a compound is a homogeneous substance. Homogeneous substance I already explained you in previous class. Now here we'll discuss about the cases of solutions. As you know that solutions are homogeneous substances and heat is also usually evolved or absorbed in the preparation of solution. So solution is considered as a mixture. Why? Because it can be separated into its components by physical method. Secondly, it shows the property of its constituents. Third, it has a variable composition. Fourth, it does not have a fixed boiling point. Now here we'll take one example of salt solution. Salt solution is considered here as a mixture. So first reason is that the salt solution can be separated into salt and water by a physical process. The process name is distillation. Second one, salt solutions show the property of both constituents, which is salt as well as water. Third one, the composition of salt is variable. It means different amount of salt can be dissolved in same amount of water to get salt solution having different composition. It means the salt solution does not have a definite formula. Fourth one, salt solution does not have a fixed boiling point. Like this way, one more case is given of aloes. Aloes are also homogeneous mixture of metal and cannot be separated into its components by physical method. Even then, aloes is considered as a mixture. Now here we'll see some difference between mixtures and compounds. First one, a mixture can be separated into its constituents by the physical processes like filtration, evaporation, sublimation, distillation, solvent, magnet, etc. While compound cannot be separated into its constituent by physical process. Second one, a mixture show the property of its constituents. The property of compound are entirely different from those of its constituents. Third one, energy in the form of heat, light, etc. is usually neither given out nor absorbed in the preparation of a mixture, while energy is usually given out or absorbed during the preparation of compound. Fourth one, the composition of mixture is variable. The constituents can be present in any proportion by mass. A mixture does not have a definite formula, whereas the composition of compound is fixed. The constituents are present in fixed proportion by mass and a compound has a definite formula. Fifth one, a mixture does not have a fixed melting boiling point, whereas a compound has a fixed melting and boiling point.